What did I say? I said it was a great defeat. If there's such a thing as a great defeat, at 3-0 down, we were staring down the barrel, wasn't we? Really, we were in desperate trouble.
Hello again, welcome back to a special Champions League football spy sponsored by our friends at Renault Vans. And Spurs go into next week's second leg with work to do after failing to see off the young boys of Switzerland last night. Harry Redknapp sat in the press conference before the match and told us all about the confidence he had in his players, but they failed to deliver somewhat. We've got your views on the match coming up, but first, as always, let's start with some transfers. We start with a bit of a coup for Crystal Palace in the Championship because the Eagles are going to attempt to lure the former Spurs, Ajax and Juventus midfielder Edgar Davids to Selhurst Park. He's 37 these days. He's been without a club since 2008, but he is keen to settle in London and he's ready to do a deal. In the Daily Mail, the Chelsea manager Carlo Ancelotti's fueled speculation that he might be preparing a bid for the Everton midfielder Jack Rodwell after he singled the 19-year-old out for special praise. That's in the Mail. The Mirror say that the former England boss Steve McLaren's going to offer midfielder Ryan Babel a way out of Liverpool after lodging a £9 million bid to take the Dutchman to the German side Wolfsburg. On the website Court Offside, Man United may bid for the CSKA Moscow keeper Igor Akinfev as a replacement long-term for the 39-year-old keeper Edwin van der Sar. The Mail say that Everton are close to sealing a £4 million deal for the Sporting Lisbon midfielder Murat Ismailov. Sport.co.uk are saying that Ajax financial director Jeroen Slop has admitted the club may have to sell stars such as striker Luis Suarez, centre-back Jan Vertonghen and keeper Martin Stekelenburg to balance the books. And the Fulham boss Mark Hughes has turned his attentions to Ida Gudjonsu at Monaco after his attempts to land Craig Bellamy from Manchester City were foiled by Cardiff. As you know, Craig Bellamy has now gone there on a season-long loan. The Daily Mail are saying that Mido, the Middlesbrough striker, has wrecked a possible loan move to the Turkish side Kayserispor after he made an unannounced visit to inspect their training facilities. There's actually bad news, however, for Manchester United, who have missed out on the Germany World Cup star Mesut Ozil. He's now joined Jose Mourinho at Real Madrid for £12 million. A big miss for Manchester United there. One more story to bring you. West Ham are poised to land the Manchester City striker Roque Santa Cruz on a season-long loan. I think if he's fit and firing, he could be an inspired signing for the Hammers.
I played on AstroTurf myself and hated every minute of it. You know, and we've had it at QPR. We don't have it anymore in England. Personally, it's not a surface. I don't agree with AstroTurf. I don't think AstroTurf should be used in a competition like this.
Now, your messages have been coming into us thick and fast following Spurs' 3-2 defeat to Young Boys in the first leg of their Champions League qualifier last night. RC Tucker's in India. He says, not good enough from Spurs. We'll have to play far better in the second leg next week. Chris is in North London. He says, Spurs were like rabbits caught in headlights and were lucky to have pulled it back to 3-2. Matt's in New Jersey. He says, Harry Redknapp should never have played with a 4-4-2 formation away from home. Anthony 409's in Dubai. He says Spurs is still going to go through. We should win easily at White Hart Lane next week in the second leg. Keep your views on Spurs' performance against Young Boys coming in. We'll feature them on the show. Time for some more of your top 6 predictions. I have to point out that these are some of the many that were pouring in before the start of the new Premier League. But we'll start with a couple from the Daily Mirror channel. And Strikeforce Sound thinks Manchester United are going to finish top from Chelsea and Man City. Can't see City in there on the evidence of Saturday's first game of the season against Spurs. Poke Matty is a bit of an optimist, or a Birmingham fan, because he's got them in his top 6, but no Liverpool. He also thinks City will finish first. Not for me. Ben Rules had Chelsea as his top team long before their stunning demolition of West Brom at the weekend. United for him a second, with Liverpool third and Spurs fourth. Very interesting, especially to Arsenal fans, as Ben thinks the Gunners will finish below their hated rivals. Keep your teams, your views, your top 6s and your predictions for the second leg coming into us here at the Football Spy Show. I'll see you back in London.